Farmers Organisation has joined the chain of South Africans given to the needy, but the organisation says it'll not donate through government. It says it'll decide who should get the food based on need, not race. WFO President Dr. Theo de Jager joins us on Skype from Tzaneen. A very good morning to you. Why are you doing this without the government?
Good morning. Well, once you've gone into those communities and you've seen those families and the agony of children who have been crying for food because for 2 days there'd be nothing in that house, you can understand that it doesn't make any sense to apply for a license or a permit to take some surplus food parcels or fruit or veggies there. It simply does not make sense to put all the red tape in between where the food is and where the families need it. And so many farmers' organizations have partnered up with churches, welfare organizations and other NGOs to ensure that we get some food into those communities and into those families. That the farmers simply said, there is no way we are going to allow the centralization of food aid. We will give the food to where it is needed desperately and where it is needed now, as close as possible from where the surpluses are.
You said that you'll do that even if you have to smuggle it. I mean, you do know that you are breaking the law here. I mean, there's a reason that we have these rules in place and the government is against this. You could be arrested.
There's no such a law. This is one of those regulations which simply do not make sense, like the banning of e-commerce or the banning of the sale of cooked food. And government cannot reach all over the place where people are desperately hungry, especially here around our farms, where we see in communal areas, in these villages and on farms where people really sit with absolutely nothing. So yes, that's why I said, even if we need to smuggle it, we must get food into those families now. I'm pretty sure that those who made these rules, and it's not even a regulation yet, it is just politicians who said, we need you to bring these foods to our central depots and we will distribute it from there. I'm pretty sure that not one of them has been into one of these families where we've experienced the agony of simply not having something to eat.
Theo, I mean, it's a lovely thing that you're doing. Nobody condemns anyone who wants to give food to the needy, but, you know, regulations are out there which abide by, which are around the lockdown, which means that you cannot do this. I mean, what sort of conversation have you had with government departments so that, if anything, you work together?
Well, no, we've not been working together. There was no outreach to farmers or any of the welfare organizations who've been distributing these food parcels. We have communicated to government to say, we see what is happening on grassroots level. We can see on local level how trucks of food parcels get to councillors who do not take it to where it is needed most, who dish it out to their own families and friends and their own supporters. And it has been all over the media, and thank God that we still have a free media who can report on these things. And we have not seen any consequences of that. There was no action against these corrupt officials at all. And then they expect us to take our food parcels into the same depots? It can simply not happen. And then anyway, many of these communities live around our farms, live close to us, have worked on our farms, or who frequently come here to buy some fruit or some meat. No, I'm sorry. It is not a regulation as yet, and we need a proper discussion in society about this before some local or provincial politicians can simply decide everything must be centralized.